Hello and welcome to episode 24 of our Timberborn 1.0 experimental playthrough with the Folktales faction cycle 43, day 11. This is not the final episode of the series. For the second episode in a row, I guess I technically lied to you, but we can still do some stuff. Now that I'm not rushing to get this done before the end of the year, we can finally take a little bit of time, take a look at the achievements, which I've already done off camera, and maybe put a couple more things in that would be pretty fun to unlock on our first playthrough in 1.0. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a shorter episode today, maybe putting in some of these things, improving aesthetics, reconfiguring a few things, and setting us up for a satisfying conclusion, possibly in the next episode for episode 25. So, among the other many achievements I've already unlocked, and the ones that can only be done with the Iron Teeth or in different modes, or I've already passed the deadline for in terms of cycle count, the Folktales have a couple of unique ones, including 200 pieces of hedge. We have 1,000 meters of zipline continuous, or 1 kilometer, 10,000 HP with windmills only, and then 1,000 maple pastries and no other food in storage. I don't think I want to do that one, just because that would be really annoying to try and figure out. But outside of that, there's also an achievement for building every single building available to the Folktales, which we have not done, but could reasonably do, even if it's not going to look super great. It would not be that hard for us to put in one of each of all of these things. And the storages, I'm pretty sure we've already done. I'd have to put a district crossing in, a mechanical fluid pump, which I basically never, ever use. And yes, beehives, which I despise with every fiber of my being. Outside of that, we built pretty much everything, except the wooden fence. We also are going to get the achievement for putting all 3 of these earthroot cultivators off at the same time. They obviously haven't finished building them, so that's something they can keep working on in the background. But I'm really curious, specifically about the zipline, 1 kilometer continuous zipline thing. It does have to be the same point-to-point line, so even though this one goes a pretty decent distance all the way out to here, it doesn't count any of the rest because, well, they're not all connected in a straight line. So, if I'm able to connect this one to this one, then that same one we started at the mine would go all the way out to here, which then could be connected back to here and bring this out to here. I think that might do it. It's possible. And this is already backed up all the way like that. Like, I know this is a hot mess. This is not completely taken care of there. This one to this one is going to require another bit of stuff put in over here. So that's going to connect there. Ah, that spot goes to both. Does that go to both? Does that go to both? It does. Does this go to both? It does. Does this go to both? It does. Does this go to both? It does not. This does not. That does. I'm going to say that is going to be our plan here. All I've got to do is get across here. That is not the correct height to do that. Let's do... I think I technically have to have one of every type of bridge, and I don't remember which ones I've actually done. I don't know. I also don't need to, game the system with this, but I did think it was kind of a fun stretch goal. If in the pursuance of all these other things we managed to accomplish this, I thought that would be kind of a fun thing. So they should be able to build that just fine. That'll get those connected. This is a separate thing. We already talked about that. If that doesn't get us the 1,000 meters, then and it might not. But if it doesn't, then we can come in and maybe add a couple stations onto the end. I just think it's really funny now that these are all connected. It's objectively kind of stupid looking. In terms of 200 hedges, I've got... Those don't have to be continuous. But I've already got some. And in the pursuit of that goal, we could very easily... That is not the correct thing. We could very easily just, stick more of this out and be fine with it. doesn't have to be the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. How many times have I said that one? But I do think it is worth doing. This corner piece was supposed to be a shrub. It's a pretty low impact, easy way to kind of do something like this. Go around the outside, No trailer parks to be found here. That should get us kind of closer. How are we looking? No, I went the wrong way. Alright, they're still working on that. Metal blocks. Am I? Oh, I'm out of metal. It's. Oh, you know what that is? That's all those bots we've been making. Got 17 that aren't even working. I have scrap metal? Yeah, technically. Maybe I actually needed to have multiple smelters added. I don't know. So I'm just going to kind of leave this alone. Okay. When they finish this, and it doesn't give me the achievement, then I'll know we need to add something else. But I was pretty sure it would be close. There's also a very likely circumstance in which I will just keep adding one more zipline segment for the next half hour. It'd still be extremely mad that it doesn't give me the achievement. Hey, there it is! As folktales have a zipline network with a combined length of 1 kilometer. Cool! That's just kind of a funny thing. I didn't realize how close we actually were just by connecting all those. So, that takes care of that. I guess I should find a couple more places to put some hedges that's not going to look completely ridiculous. I know that's kind of a tall ask sometimes. We've got this up here that is slowly filling in naturally. Not really a great place to put hedges there. Drought time, huh? Let's put, because I've already done this over on that other side, let's just put some hedges over here. Ah yes, the chanting has begun. It's time for me to leave. Do I want to go all the way around here? Why not? Why not? We'll put shrubs around the edges here. Because, again, why not? And I'll put them in the corner as well. No, no, no. There we go. Oh, that one's not going to have a corner. Too bad. I'm pretty sure that should get us... Oh, you know I have to fix this. You know I have to fix that. I'm pretty sure that should give us the achievement. If it doesn't, I would be very shocked. This is going to be a really short, boring episode if I do it all in the first 10 minutes. Now, the 10,000 HP and windmills only, I don't know that that's really a viable... It has to be the same power network, by the way. I don't really know if that's a viable thing for us to try and attempt without it just completely taking over the entire purpose of the rest of the episode. However, do note, we have this entire part of the map over here that is only gravity batteries. Oh wait, we don't have enough power. There's actually a legitimate reason to do this. I am absolutely ecstatic right now. I get to mess around and call it science. Sign me up. So this is going to have to get exploded. Let's make that a priority here. And then, let's see, what is the distance on this going to have to be? Because I know I can't go all the way... Wait, what? It's going to let me do this? Aw, no, no, there's no way. There's no way that makes any sense. Can I flip this around and have this come the other way? Let's find out. I don't know if the reason I did that was because of length implications or... No. Okay, well, what that's going to allow me to do, folks, is that's going to allow me to... Oh! Oh, I hate it when I'm right. That's fine. That goes back behind. So I realize that the way this is set up probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But if I do windmill light, I'm just going to completely abandon getting all the way in the corner. Except, no, I'm not, because now I'm going to regret if I do this poorly. If I just put that there, that one comes out. That one comes out. I have to zoom in so I can actually see. Do they make the gaming equivalent of bifocals. That's probably what I need. That comes out, 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 and then what are the odds? What are the odds that I would do it exactly perfectly? I gotta tell you, they can't be that high. Alright, well, you know what? That has been a very welcome mood booster today. So let's put in all of these triples. And then I'm just going to put these up on pylons because, again, why not? There's no reason why we should not do it. And there's actually a precedent for this. So, since I don't have to have this directly in the corner, I'm going to take all of these out. You already know what's coming up. Also, this is going to get time-lapsed. No, not the time-lapse. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's going to be all right. Don't worry about it. You're going to be fine. Now, I have to... I should have taken these... Should have taken these paths out when I had the chance. Okay, that's going to go... I did get this evenly spaced, right? I don't know why I'm asking. You're not going to be able to tell me for another, I don't know, week. A week and a couple days from when I'm recording this. Anyway, I have to have this go across, and just for the sake of, you know, this being even remotely possible, let's just do one of these. Just do a tiny bit of terraforming to make this look slightly less ridiculous. Put this in all the way to the edge. And, folks, that's going to be the start of our time-lapse here. Because I know how much you guys love those. All joking aside. It is fun to see a whole bunch of stuff happen really quickly. And I want to be judicious with your time. Not with mine. I got to sit here and watch it in real time. But you guys get to see the sped-up version. And it will end right now. Alright, all of our windmills are successfully built. And there's no wind. There it is! Wow, how about that? Obviously, this is not going to get us to 10,000 HP generated with only windmills, but it's part of the step there. And now we don't have any power problems, even without water flowing through the, what do you call these things? Yeah, there you go. Actually, you know what? This is entirely wind-powered, and it's 5,200 HP. Wow. We're actually not as far off as I thought we would be. I don't know why I'm so surprised by this. Is this? Yeah, same kind of thing. Well, if that's all it takes... Man, maybe if I would have just built these up on the top level here, it would have been a lot easier to add more of them. Oh well, I don't need to game the system. Or do I? I don't know. I kind of really want this now. And I can't explain why. It's not going to let me just build right on top. I could build next door to these things if I really wanted to. I don't know that it's really worth doing that. So, I want that achievement. Where can I just put a wind farm and have it not be completely stupid? We got power. Oh, I forgot this is Folktales. It's miserable trying to get power everywhere else. Let's not make this more complicated than it has to be. Let's instead figure out where power already is that I could reasonably hook into. I've got that there. That's not really a simple thing to do. Yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, the only real easy answer seems to be over here. I guess I could do one up here, depending on how. Wait, seriously? It's gonna let me get away with that? All right, well, because I know they can't actually build this yet. All right, so that is 7. I don't think it's technically possible to make this any more compact than it currently is. There's no advantage to offsetting in a game like this. So, if I were to do this. One, it would be pretty stupid. It would look ugly, but think of all the power. Unlimited power, even. Oh, I kind of wish I could go more than that. But I suppose if I can only place things in a certain size grid, then that's about all I can expect. But that's going to let me do that. I guess that's fine. If I want to be a real stickler about this, I could do one of these. Yes, I know it's going to take a tremendous quantity of time to actually get this built. If you haven't already guessed how I'm going to solve that problem, I don't know how to help you. You already know. You already know what this is going to be. That's good. No, don't stop it. I keep forgetting about the L shape there. So if that goes like that, and then all I've got to do is hook this up. God, it looks so ridiculous. It looks completely insane. All I got to do is get these hooked up somewhere else. So that's not going to go anywhere else but there. Ooh, that right there, folks, is a power play. And once again, yes, it's stupid. I am aware. But also, I don't really care because it's also kind of cool. I don't normally do stuff like this, so forgive me for wanting to indulge here. All right, this is going to have to come up, I suppose, just like this, to not be too stupid here. And I will just drag this across here. This is a lot of windmills, folks. That's a lot of windmills. I don't know where else I was going to go with that statement, but it's fine. So I just need to... Oh, here they come. Here they come. That, I think, since I have my spiral stairs, is going to be easiest to just do like this. And up we go. Then all I've got to do is get that popped in there. Get everything hooked up. Now the fun part of building this is going to be getting all of these materials over here. I don't know that that is going to be a tremendously easy task. Up, ugly, ugly. It's fine. They should be able to build all that, no problem. Because I don't have... see, I hooked this together, which I guess this is fine, but I kind of need to have another zip. Oh, this is empty. No, it's not empty. Never mind. I chose poorly. So this here probably would be in our best interest. Is that going to be in range? That's as close as that can possibly get. That is going to be in range? Yeah. So, unfortunately, as funny as this is, I already got the achievement, so I'll just unhook that. Come on. Hook that, and hook that. I know we had one down here before, but we're not using it. Alright, folks. You know what time it is. You absolutely know what time it is. That's right. It's time-lapse time. And all we have to do is sit here and wait, and wait, and wait while we build all of these windmills. And I guess I probably should have built some more lumber mills because I don't have a whole lot of planks. It's fine. I'm going to choose not to worry about it. I may end up adding a temporary lumber mill somewhere at some point just to try and speed things up. But I believe we're going to be okay. Just have to wait. And I'll do it for you so you don't have to worry about it. I'll talk to you in just a moment. So the construction of this is taking an extremely long time, as I kind of expected, but it's taking longer than I expected. So, to prevent flashing light destruction during the time-lapse, I am going to talk a little bit more about what we're going to do for the rest of this series. Obviously, the goal is to get the beavers to max well-being, launch those things off, and get the achievement for that. And then at some point, move on to another playthrough in 1.0 experimental. But before we get there, I figured I'd give you guys another chance to give me any final ideas as to what you'd like to see with this. I know I've asked a couple times already, so give it some thought and let me know if you want to see us build something specific or get to a certain goal that I haven't already discussed. I can't promise we're going to do it, but ideas are always good, and I do always value your input. But now, let's finally come out of this and see if we can get our 10,000 HP from all of our windmills at once. Alright, I can't wait anymore. But, look at this. We've got all of these except these 3 over here, all hooked up. They are connected to the same power grid. Look at that, we got 29,620 HP. I think we're making more than 10,000 from windmills. But maybe the way the achievement's worded is that that can be the only thing generating power. So we'll see what happens here. I just had to, you know, triple, quadruple, quintuple check that I'd closed this floodgate so we don't have any more stupid stuff happen here. I also feel duty-bound to examine the tunnels here. Make sure there's no possible way this can go poorly. So I think we're good? Maybe? And even after all that, this is still only 76% done. And that's only 61%. So, I think I'm going to have to fiddle with this. So, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to pause anything that is not a windmill and is currently generating power. And yes, you can pause water wheels. I never really think to do it. But I am just so curious to see if this is actually going to be a thing. Yeah, it shouldn't count gravity batteries because that's not how that works. I don't have that many more of these things. Just geothermal engine here. I've got down here. This is a windmill, so that's fine. And I just need to pause these other water wheels. I think it's only these 3. And if I unpause it and I immediately get the achievement, then we know that's why. Oh, I forgot about these. And anything else that could possibly be contributing to this. I'm going to say no. Actually, you know what? I want to frame this hilariously. Okay. Unpause. No achievement. So it's 17,000. If that really is... Wait, hold on. There's a category for this, isn't there? Okay. So that's input. I want output. Aha! Aha! Not anymore. So all I have to see is... I don't have anything else outputting that is not a windmill. That was probably it, honestly. Water wheels paused. Paused. That's paused. Okay, that's a windmill. That's paused. Riveting content, I know. We should be good. I would have to imagine this is probably all windmills. And... Wait, this is a separate network? Why? Okay, well... Oh, that was this right there. Alright, is it time? Is it finally going to give us our achievement? No! No achievement! Oh, come on, man. Come on. Don't do this to me. Is it going to make me pause the gravity batteries too? Or I just can't read? That's probably what it is, honestly. I just can't read. That's too bad. I can't go back and mess with that now. So, we have this bad tide coming in. We did the kilometer of zip lines, and I thought we were going to get close with the hedges, but it appears that was not enough in the way of hedges. So I suppose I've got to build somewhere even more hedges. I'm not going to give up on this. I'm absolutely not going to give up on it. But I mean, there's no way this isn't 200 hedges. Like, that's impossible. It's very possible. In fact, it's likely, but I just... So this is what happens. This is what happens when games have achievements and I get stubborn about it. So, that's the way it goes. Put a shrub here, put a shrub here. I don't think we really need to worry about other stuff being in there. I could have just, you know, spammed a whole bunch of these just in a big square where they're not actually doing anything. But I do think there's value in having stuff look nice. I just don't always do it. But I do think that's a nice thing to have. Alright, I gotta put more of these somewhere. More of them somewhere, and I don't really have anywhere else to do it. Oh, I took that one out so that could get built. I guess I could just pop this shrub back in place. You know what would be really stupid? And the beavers wouldn't even engage with it at all. But it'd still be kind of funny. Would be if I built a hedge maze. I'm not any good at designing mazes. But we could do something funny like that. I do think there is value in that. Let's see. And then if that just goes out to here. Although the maze also has to actually, you know, take you somewhere. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe there there is no fridge. That's a deep cut. Tell you what. Instead of doing any of that kind of nonsense, I'll just put a different well-being or decorative item at the end of each of these paths. Oh, bad tide time. I forgot that was the thing. I don't know why I'm so paranoid about that. I mean, I know why, but it's alright. It's fine. We'll deal with it. We'll suffer through it. Tooth grindstone? Why not? Why not? You're taking a nice nap in the middle of this little park thing and then someone's just going on their molars. Yeah. Good stuff. Now, if this doesn't get me the achievement, then I think that means it's time to hang it up and, you know, go do something else. Actually, you know what? I've got to take that out there and move this. I'll tell you one thing. Trying to do this is actually making me think outside of the box in ways I would have not normally considered. And I think there's value to that. Campfire? There we go. Guess what I can put around the campfire? That's right. It's hedges. Alright, so that's that. They gotta come build this nonsense, so I will let them do that while I do our end of episode stuff here. And if we get the achievement, we get the achievement. If we don't, then alright, whatever. But I really appreciate you guys sticking with the series and encouraging me to actually stretch it out just a little bit more. I think it's worth doing things correctly whenever possible. I was just really, really stressed out about not getting things finished before the end of the year. You know how it goes. Or if you don't, then, well, I probably can't ever explain it to you. But you guys make such a huge difference in the quality of these videos by giving your feedback and just being really pleasant and agreeable people in the comments. Not a lot of people on YouTube get to say that they have communities that are almost completely nonsense-free. Almost completely. So I'm really thankful for that. And of course, Beard Boosters as well, subsidizing everything we're doing here. So I don't have to have sponsors or any of that garbage. We just have fun playing games and enjoying each other's company. And that's, in my opinion, what it's supposed to all be about. So I'm thankful that you guys believe in that as well, and you support it, and I am excited to keep doing even more stuff in 2026. So, whatever you're doing, well, actually, you're going to, by the time you watch this, it's already going to be 2026. I'm recording this the 27th of December. But anyway, I digress. Whatever you're doing with the rest of your day, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you again soon for more beavers. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.